Hi everyone, welcome in our channel. Today we're going to talk about some innovative packaging. Before we go ahead, remember to subscribe to our channel, leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the video, because this will help us grow. Moving forward with our topic, today we're going to talk about some innovative packaging. So the impact of plastic nowadays is quite huge on the environment, and we're all aware of that. However, maybe not all of you know that there are some alternatives that can be used to plastic and can actually have a very huge impact to revert the pollution that we caused over all those years. Let's analyze now what options we have today. So what type of option we can choose from. We have the general plastic polybags, so just plastic, quite harmful to the environment. Then we have recyclables, so we have recyclable, let's say, products, polybags, and so on. And those, let's say, the definition of recyclable is that a product is recyclable when you can use it, you can reuse it to make a new product out of it. But generally, you can have as many as recyclable products that you want, but if you don't actually recycle them, if you don't separate the waste, then it's useless. If it's plastic, it's still plastic, and it's going to harm the environment unless you recycle it. So then we have what we call biodegradable, and a product is biodegradable when it's able to decay naturally. So it gets destroyed basically, and it doesn't harm the environment when it does that. So generally the lifespan of, let's say, biodegradable polybag can be 3 months, 4 months, even 3 years. It really depends on the conditions, which can be, let's say, environment conditions like temperature, or even like how thick the polybag. Let's take the polybag as an example, how thick the polybag is. So it's going to take longer. The thicker it is, the longer it's the lifespan, let's say. But sooner or later it's going to decay naturally without any impact on the environment. Let's say no harm. Then we have compostable. So products are compostable. Let's say the polybag is compostable when it's able to decay naturally, so get destroyed, but it releases some nutrients to the soil, for example. So if you, let's say, go to the landfill to dispose of your polybags, then they're gonna decompose and they're gonna release some nutrients. And then there are also options like water soluble and so on. Quite cool, right? Considering that plastic is gonna take forever to decompose. So today I have with me an example. So I was looking online with some alternatives that I could propose and make a video out of it, and I was trying to understand what's the impact the company have in Hong Kong as well. So I came through, let's say that I found this website, and the brand name is Invisible Bag, and they produce those polybags, but also, let's say, garments, bags, or like tattoo, for, let's say, products for tattoo artists. They are water soluble, biodegradable, compostable, and of course non-toxic for the environment, so pretty safe and eco-friendly. So I was really amazed. This is not an advertising or anything like that. I literally found it by myself, and I ordered some samples. So if you order some samples, because I wanted to see as well with my own eyes, I don't really advertising. I tried to look for products and test it myself first. So what I did, I tried to order some, let's say, samples. And generally, if you order a sample, it comes with 3 sizes. So you have the very small one, you have the medium size, and then you have the very large bag. So as you can see, there's something written on it. And those are the instructions to destroy the polybag, which is basically, as I said, water soluble. So you can heat some water, like some hot water or boiled water, generally 80 degrees, and basically you just dissolve it in the water. You put it in the water, you wait a bit, you stir it, and then you put it in the drain. Like, it literally disappears in water after some minutes. And we're gonna have an example and a demonstration today. That will be also my first time. I haven't tried yet, so it's gonna be live in a way, even if the video is recorded. But definitely it's water soluble, biodegradable, so if at the end it ends up being left at the landfill, then it's still gonna be it's gonna decompose, and maybe in 3-4 months. Of course, we can't really say it for sure. It really also depends, as I said, on the conditions, but it's also, you know, non-toxic and compostable, but more than anything it's water soluble. Now you may wonder, okay, but if it's water soluble, then it means that, let's say that a courier goes to deliver my polybag, so my order, an order for my customers, and it gets wet, then it's gonna decompose or decay. No, that's not really what's gonna happen. You really need hot water, or let's say you need to stir it and you need to wait some minutes before it gets decomposed. And then I think we could try as well in the video, but it's quite resistant, has been tested. And the good thing is that they seem to have, of course I can't guarantee that because I haven't checked, let's say, deeply into it, but I saw that they are certified. They actually have certificates and follow the standards of the US and EU basically for compostable, biodegradable. And well, it's also customizable, so you can put your logo on it. And if you wonder, I checked that too, if you wonder if what's gonna happen with the ink if you start customizing the polybags with your brand name or your logo, well, nothing's gonna happen because even the ink is eco-friendly. Another thing is that it may seem not strong, but it's actually quite strong, and you see it doesn't happen much if I stretch it, but also doesn't get damaged as well, and it's quite strong. And again, it's water soluble, but it doesn't get dissolved. It's just some rain, some drops of water or rain, let's say, touch it. And also it's oil proof, so nothing's gonna happen. If there's some oil, nothing is gonna leak through it, so your products are pretty much safe. So I think it's quite a cool product if that's really the case. And of course you have alternatives. As I said, it's not only like the black poly bag, it's also the garment bags and some other stuff, especially if you're selling garments like clothes or anything like that. You may use a lot of those, so I really suggest to let's say start considering different options like an invisible bag. Then another thing is that of course it's a little bit more pricey, but what do you want? You know, you go for quality, right? And if you want something that has a certain quality, or if you prefer quality, then of course you need to pay more. No one gives you quality products at a cheap price. Otherwise, we would all produce quality products and buy quality products. So it's a little bit more expensive compared to plastic polybags, but of course you're not going to save that much of money. But the impact that you have on the environment, it's huge. I can't even give it a number. I can't call it a number. Like, I don't know, like it's just huge. Can you imagine how many brands ship internationally D2C? Like 10,000 orders per day, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 orders per day, all using plastic poly bags. Can you imagine if even just one of those brands switch to an invisible bag? It doesn't have to be even this brand, you know, it's a water soluble or compostable poly bag. The impact is huge. So on the environment, and the target is to reduce plastic. Now, another thing that I found about this company is that they actually work with some non-profit. They donate as well, so that was quite interesting to see. They actually try to not only sell polybags, right? They try to have a real impact on the environment. So by making such great products and also by donating. So I think it's quite admirable. And as I said, this is not a paid advertising, it's just something that I found myself online and I thought it was worth it to share. And also, you know that each invisible bag has, let's say, the instructions on how, I'm going to take a picture as well. There are the instructions on the poly bag, so it's really, really hard to miss. So your customer are probably going to read it and do it, at least to test it. So I'm pretty sure that most of them is going to do it. So it's going to be even better if it gets dissolved right away in water, rather than, let's say, trash it and then ended up in the landfill taking 3-4 months to dissolve. So that's quite cool. Of course, check it first, give it a try maybe, check the certification. It's actually really like, non-toxic and so on. So this video is informative. So as I said, no advertising, informative, and of course I do not guarantee anything. I just tried it and I thought it was cool, but of course if you want a guarantee, then you try yourself, you check the certificates, and you make sure that it's actually non-toxic, but it seems so. So let's test it. We have our very hot water. I'm not sure about the temperature, I haven't checked it, I have no way to check it at the moment, but it's quite hot and it's transparent so you can see through, and I have my spoon to just stir it, and let's see how it goes. Yes, it is. Let's keep doing it. The water turns out to be black, but it shouldn't be harmful. Almost nothing left. Let's wait till the end. You can skip this part and just directly go at the end. Maybe a few more seconds. This is what's left. Probably should have boiled it, but it's quite hot already. Okay guys, it's almost done. Just a little bit left. I think I just need to keep stirring. Alright, so this is what's left. Basically, there's still some. But probably because I haven't boiled entirely the water, so it's hot but maybe not so hot. But as you can see, it actually gets salt. It's water soluble, and yeah, maybe if it's actually boiled water and you keep just stirring it, it's gonna go let's say entirely away. It took like a couple of minutes to reach this, let's say, form, and I believe if you keep stirring it, it's going to get entirely dissolved, but I will just stop here to avoid, let's say, a too long video as well. So that's pretty much it. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe to our channel, leave a like and a comment. I hope you find it interesting. See you in the next one.